The only spoiler I gave you is that prototype says shut up. Yeah, that sounds funny. Here we are. Here it is. The moment you've all been waiting for. The actual game itself is literally just called One-Shot Pancakes, so it's just even funnier. They've been asking for a sequel for One-Shot for God knows how long, and this is what we get. A tutorial on how to make pancakes, everybody. I guess we'll just get started. Hi there. Hi, everyone. As you know, it's the 10-year anniversary of One-Shot. Well, the original version, anyway. So, I thought I'd decorate the cafe. We opened extra early today, so nobody's shown up yet. Except me! Woo! And the crowd goes wild! What, is this in front of a live studio audience? Okay, that...
I'm here on a very special mission today.
Can you guess what it is? Crime! Does it involve a celebration cake? Of the pan variety? How'd you know? You, literally told me a minute ago before the camera turned on.
Oh, right. Today, I will be showing everyone how to make Mama's special pancakes! And he'll be helping. Because he's a grown-up and I'm not old enough to use the stove without adult supervision.
Well, that's just fucking unlucky. Didn't you, like, set things on fire before? I think God counts as adult You should not count me as adult supervision, my guy. Not much has changed. Wait, Nico, how the fuck did you manage to get back into- Wait, hang on. Wait, there's so much to try and unravel here. Nico, how did you get here? It's the kitchen. I cleaned it up pretty good. You'd never know that we had a fire last week. I know pretty much nothing about One-Shot. Well, I'm not entirely sure if this is a good introduction to the actual game itself, but I have a over 2-hour-long video dissecting it. A shameless plug, yeah, exactly. My coworkers aren't here because they're still getting repaired for fire damage, so we won't have extra help today. You think you can handle it?
Of course, I help Mama out in the kitchen all the time.
Especially when making pancakes.
I even wrote down the recipe.
No way they actually brought Nico's theme into this one! Part 1, need pan. Real simple instructions. Whoa, so many pages. And surprisingly legible for crayon.
Like I said, these pancakes are very special, so I wrote a lot. It takes Mama a long time to make, start to finish. She even makes the syrup herself.
Okay, well I don't think I'll be able to pull something like that off if I decide to remake this. Wow! Sounds like a lot of work.
Sometimes in life you gotta work hard.
Oh. Is this here that we need cups of things? What are cups? You know what? I'm right there with you, Nico! How the fuck does a chef not know this shit? Measuring cups? You have to measure cups? Not sure if I get it. You know what? That's a face I would probably make as well, Nico. I'd probably just be like, oh my god, I'm cooking with an idiot.
How do you know how much flour to use?
I weigh it?
Oh yeah, I heard that people in the city do that. Sounds like a hassle. They have to use a scale every time they cook.
Well, we do live in a city.
No, not your city, my city. Cities we have back at home.
Right.
Using a scale all the time sounds hard. It'd be much easier if we had measuring cups and spoons.
I still don't know what those are, though. Like, amount-wise.
Maybe we need to get some help. Hold on.
Did you- Wait, where the fuck did you find him? He looks like he does not want to be here. Oh, you brought a friend.
Yep, and he's willing to help us.
Willing isn't exactly the right word here. Alright, Proto. Oh, wait, when the fuck did this get here? Oh, while you were gone, I dug this thing out from storage.
Ooh, what is it?
Why don't you turn on the switch and find out?
Oh, a music player.
I thought it'd be fitting here.
Does it play any other songs?
It's the only birthday song, I'm afraid. Aww.
To play heavy metal like in the cooking shows!
Editor, quick! Play, like, the heaviest metal track that we currently have in storage.
Not actually.
I think it's a level 3 safety violation and therefore extremely stupid.
Don't worry, the candle isn't real.
Convincing though, right? Oh. Then it's just stupid. Well, fuck you! This better be good.
Of course! I wouldn't call you if it wasn't an emergency. A dire, sticky, sugary, delicious emergency.
You want me to do gram conversions, don't you?
Maybe.
So much for this not being a pain in the... Assuming you do not need perfect conversions, I should be able to help. Nice save there, Proto!
So it might not be exactly... How much does a cup of flour weigh?
120 grams, roughly.
Whoa, you answered so fast!
A simple query like that does not take long to...
How much does 3 cups of water weigh?
720 grams.
How about half a cup of beans?
Depends on the bean.
Oh, pinto.
70 grams, and why do you even need beans to make pancakes?
How about 100 cups of ice cream? Vanilla.
21,400 grams, or 21.4 kilograms. Are you having fun?
Is a kilogram of steel heavier than a kilogram of feathers? Oh my fucking god!
Do not test my patience. I don't know why this is so funny to me. It shouldn't be.
You never answered the feather question.
I refuse to entertain it any further.
Alright.
For those of you following along, you would need a gram scale. Fuck me.
If you have measuring cups and spoons like I do at home, you could use those instead.
Okay, thank God! Next up is ingredients. Since this recipe is so long, we should probably split it into 3 parts. It kinda is 3 recipes in 1.
Wait, how is it 3 recipes in 1? How? That's what Mama does. You have to do it in a specific order for the best results.
Okay, I'll go get everything ready. Like the list we have here.
Well, I mean, the ramen that I eat is mostly pre-packaged ramen, so I don't think it's quite, the same.
Oh shit, we have everything ready here. Reduced to a calculator. You sound very happy.
It's dangerous, but I like looking at it.
I know. Did you know that you can start a fire with just sunlight and a magnifying glass?
Really?
Yep. Don't try it on your own, okay?
Of course not. For some reason, all of a sudden, I wish I still had the sun.
Nico? I'm surrounded by lunatics.
These are hazelnuts. Oh, always starts with this step where she turns hazelnuts into hazelnut candy. Sprinkle them on top of the pancakes later. She also says this recipe is pretty dangerous for a kid, so I normally only help with the first steps. First, I cut a piece of parchment paper with scissors and then put it on a baking pan.
Fuck! Whatever.
Then you need to get a knife and cutting board. I'm not old enough to use knives on my own either, so you'll have to do this part. Okay. About half a cup of hazelnuts.
65 grams.
And cut them up like this. Then you pick out all the big pieces. You know, all the crumbs because they'll burn. You can save the crumbs and just mix it with the hazelnut flour, though. Smart. Now you'll need a frying pan.
Wait, hang on. Amalgamated, I swear to God!
Not for pancakes. Toast the hazelnut pieces on the pan on low or medium heat for 5 minutes until they turn brown and smell nice. Although you don't want it to burn.
It won't burn if I'm stirring them the whole time. Oh, shit! That was fast.
I think it's just about done. Oh, that's fast. It's only been 3 minutes.
All stoves and pans are a little different, so they heat up at different speeds.
Okay, then you turn off the heat and dump out all the hazelnuts into a plate or a bowl.
Or just the counter if it's clean.
And you wipe down the pan really good with a damn towel to get rid of all the burnt bits.
You put the pan back on the warm stove to evaporate off the water. You need the pan dry for the next step.
Now the skin should be loose on the hazelnut pieces, so you can rub the pieces between your hands and get all the skin off.
Okay, so we basically cut up and skinned the fucking hazelnuts. I have a video about Oneshot! And I guess in the simplest of terms, it's about this scuba right here basically trying to save the world by replacing the sun. That is the simplest way I can describe the synopsis of the fucking game.
Are they cool enough to touch yet?
Yeah.
Oh, let me do it. Mama always lets me do this part. I like to use my sleeves. Wait, but Mama isn't around to wash my coat afterwards. Use your bare hands, that'll probably take longer.
Why not just use a towel?
Smart. Oh, the skin will come off, and that's okay. Put the hazelnut pieces back into the pan just like last time. Don't put in any crumbs.
I'll just throw the crumbs away this time, since it's mostly just skin and burnt bits anyways.
Add a 1/4 cup of sugar to the pan.
50 grams.
Now turn the pan on medium heat to melt the sugar while stirring the pan.
Sometimes some of you guys have the same exact problem as Mr. Gamer in terms of paying attention to the title of the stream.
Plus, this melted sugar is super hot, so it can really hurt if you touch it.
I'm gonna touch it! Where are we going?
I'll stay over here. I believe something as tasty as sugar can be so dangerous.
Well, it's basically akin to touching molten glass, so it's not a good idea.
Start to melt around 5 minutes.
Might be different for this stove, though.
Once it melts, stir it even more. You want to melt all the sugar and coat all the hazelnut pieces with it.
Oh, I see. Okay, that was a lot easier than that actually sounds a lot easier than I thought it would actually be. Will the sun be an ingredient? Next, we break the sun and add the shards of glass and...
Mama usually keeps it on the stove for another 3 minutes or so for all the sugar to melt.
Okay, I'll keep stirring.
Careful, okay?
I'll be fine. Oh. Did you burn yourself?!
Nope.
Just surprised it melted as fast as it did. Don't scare me like that. I think it's done, though.
Okay, take it off the heat. Hurry! Okay, just dump everything out again. This time onto the parchment paper.
I'll pour it in a thin layer, since I assume we don't want big clusters that'll be tough to break up later.
They'll stick together at least a little bit. And again, it's really hot, so definitely don't touch it. Once it's cool, you can chop them up on a cutting board. Don't try to break them up with your hands, though. Sugar can be as sharp as glass. Another cool betrayal by the world's most delicious substance.
Jesus Christ, Nico. But since when did you suddenly become fucking Shakespeare? Okay, it's all chopped up now.
Have a jar or airtight container, that'll keep them crunchy while we make other things. Otherwise, the sugar will get sticky after a while. Say, why is that?
Why are you looking in my direction?
Because you're the smartest guy here.
Oh, hi! What the fuck is this? Because sugar has... Oh my god, have mercy. I'm gonna have to flex my vocabulary on this one. Because sugar has hygroscopic properties, which means that it attracts the water molecules in the air. The water molecules would then disrupt the crystal structures of the hardened sugar you just made. You heated the sugar up to about 150 degrees Celsius, also referred to the hard crack stage. In this state, the sugar is hard and brittle. And crunchy. But as the hardened sugar continues to pull moisture from the air, and thus disrupting its crystal structure, it would lose its brittleness. Water is able to do this because it is a polar molecule, which means that it has two differently charged regions. The oxygen atom holds a partially negative charge, while the two hydrogen atoms hold a partially positive charge. This polarity gives water the ability to attract other polar molecules, and not only that, the pair of hydrogen bonds in the water molecule also... this goes on for another 5... Oh, come on! I wanted to learn! Fuck you! I'll just go put these in a jar with some silica gel packets. Silica gel, a form of silicon... Oh my god! Proto! Silica gel, a form of silicon dioxide, is extremely porous with a large surface area that facilitates in moisture absorption and retention. It has the ability to absorb 40% of its own weight in water, and is used as a commercial desiccant. In our case, it would absorb all the moisture in a small enclosed space, the sealed jar. Good to know. Jesus! I gotta admit, I had trouble finding hazelnut flour, so I just made my own.
Oh, that's what Mama does too. This is a motor and
I think that's not the right word. Mortar and pestle.
I knew that.
I just use a food processor. Think it would work with almond flour too?
Probably. I like hazelnuts.
Well, alright, here we go.
We're making the syrup next.
Shit! Taste these nuts! Oh, syrup is super simple to make.
Well, I think it's scary, because we're melting sugar again. I'll stay over here, away from the stove.
You can help me cut the butter at least. I'll need 2 tablespoons of it, 30 grams. Cut into smaller pieces with a butter knife.
Butter knife is safe for little old me.
On my side, we'll need a cup of brown sugar, 208 grams, which goes into the saucepan along with half a cup of water, 120 grams. Mix together with a small whisk, then heat over medium-high heat while constantly stirring.
Oh, don't forget to add the maple syrup.
Wait, we need pre-made syrup for this shit? Fuck you! 2 tablespoons, right? 40 grams.
Hey, why do we have to cook this syrup to melt it when maple syrup always stays a liquid?
You're looking at me again. Oh god, no, not the rambling! Maple syrup contains invert sugars, which are structurally different from table sugar. Invert sugars have better moisture retention and properties and do not readily crystallize. It is typical to add invert sugar to syrups made with regular sugar in order to prevent the mixture from recrystallizing, which would lead to a grainy texture.
Why don't I just use honey or corn syrup for that? It won't taste as good.
I wouldn't know the difference regardless.
Alright, you can't eat.
Once the syrup boils, switch the heat down to medium-low, and then simmer for about 2 minutes while stirring.
Nico, can you pass me the butter? I cut it into little cubes like Mama does. Is that okay?
Nice. It can be any shape. Pieces just need to be small enough to melt quickly once added to the syrup.
Stirring it helps it melt faster.
Correct. Then we take it off the heat and leave it in the pan to cool down to eating temperature.
Not to touch it, though!
The main event. Yep, it's a 3 mixing bowl Oh, I'ma kill myself.
1 bowl for dry ingredients, 1 bowl for wet ingredients, and 1 bowl just for the egg white.
That's how you really know it's special, huh? As well the dishes you'll have to clean up afterwards.
It's not a labor of love without the labor, as Mama always says.
Looks like we'll also need a sifter and a whisk. More things to clean later.
And a pan, don't forget the pan!
Because otherwise it would just be cake?
Actually, it would just be raw. You don't need to use the stove until the end, so I can help out way more this time.
Listen, I don't have the regular Nico VA with me, so I can't do fucking anything.
First bowl... fuck! First bowl is the egg white bowl. It needs to be super clean. No oil or it'll ruin everything.
I like to wipe down the bowl with some lemon juice, just to be sure.
Now you want to take an egg and separate out the egg white.
Sounds good.
Can't mix any egg yolk into the egg white because egg yolks have oil in it. Say...
oh god! Because egg white is a pure protein. Protein molecules tend to link to each other when partially denatured through a mechanical force, such as whisking. The whisking process would also introduce a lot of air to the mixture, causing the protein mesh to become a foam. Oil molecules would disrupt that mesh structure, causing the foam to collapse. That was what you were going to ask.
How'd you know? Oh, right, back to the eggs.
Pancake! Nico, we need to cook.
I can also dig it out with my hands, but then my hands would get slimy.
I just use the separator. You can use the eggshell!
Okay, now we put the yolk into a second bowl, the green one. We can leave the egg white alone for now. I hope it doesn't get lonely. Only because it's just an egg. Half an egg.
Alright, step 2.
Alright, then we take the bowl with the egg yolk and mix it with half a cup of buttermilk.
Motherfucker!
Which is very tasty.
112 grams.
I want 3 tablespoons of regular milk to go with that too.
45 grams.
Mix it all together and leave that alone too. You can put it next to the first bowl so that it doesn't get lonely.
Step 2, Alt F4, fuck you. Step 3.
Okay, now we take the sifter and put in half a cup of...
Do this for the... I literally just said that towards the beginning here. It might turn into a Cooking with Sandy video. I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually do all the steps, but I think for the most part, I will probably at least do the steps for, like, the pancake itself. 60 grams.
Oh, then I gotta take a tablespoon of flour out.
Wait, hang on. Wait, what did I fucking miss? 8 grams. Leaving you with 52 grams of flour.
Right. Then add a tablespoon of cornstarch,
Also 8 grams.
and after that, add 2 tablespoons of hazelnut flour.
Do we get to learn how to make hazelnut flour?
The best part.
14 grams.
And 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. The other best part.
26 grams.
And 1 teaspoon of baking powder,
Which does not taste great on its own.
well, it's fucking baking powder, what do you expect?
5 grams.
And finally, a pinch of salt.
less than 1 gram.
Add too much of the pancakes will be salty.
Might still taste good, though.
Don't even joke like that.
I wasn't joking. There are salty pancakes out there, you know. I like to make mine with shredded vegetables, such as...
I will pretend to not hear you while I sift all this flour.
Oh, come on, Nico! Hear the guy out!
Oh! The bigger pieces of hazelnut and some of the brown sugar might not go through the sifter. That's okay though, just add it to the flour mix after everything else is sifted through. And mix it by hand one last time before adding it into the buttermilk mixture.
Alright, so then we go back to step 2.
Once pour in the flour mixture slowly, then mix it with a spatula real gentle.
That's called folding.
Where you mix the dry and wet ingredients together in a sort of cutting motion with the spatula. If you overmix, the pancakes will get tough. Though I don't...
For fuck's sake, Porno! Because it develops the gluten in the flour. Gluten is a mixture of proteins found in wheat flour, which is created when flour is mixed with water and further developed into an elastic network of elastic polymers.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you, Proto. Go to hell.
Gluten is great for making bread, but not so great if you want to make something softer like pancakes.
Some people are also really allergic to gluten, so I gotta clean the kitchen really well for customers with allergies.
Aw, I feel bad for them because they can't have these pancakes.
Maybe they can use gluten-free flour? Might not be the exact same, but maybe.
Okay, now we leave the batter alone for about 20 minutes.
This gives the baking powder time to activate, and it'll also hydrate the flour.
Rest well, batter.
Batter up! I just like how whenever Prototype appears, the music just gets faster. I'm half expecting it, like, the next time that he appears, the music is literally just like a fucking scream.
We only need to wait a few more minutes for the batter to be ready. We should work on the egg whites now.
Hi there, some kid.
Okay, this part is really hard. You gotta take your whisk and whisk the egg whites a lot until it turns all white. Takes Mama forever to do this.
Electric whisk will make this a lot easier.
That's a thing?!
Yeah?
What is this sorcery?
Electricity.
That's handy. That's why it's called a hand mixer. That's not actually why it's called that.
A couple drops of lemon juice in the egg whites will also help.
Alright, Mama does that too.
Oh my god, I wanna need so much shit!
I just wondered why that is.
Because acid helps stabilize protein foam. A slightly lower pH would keep the denatured proteins relatively loose, preventing them from folding back up. This allows the structure to be stable and incorporate more air bubbles, creating a more stable foam. Traditionally, the acid most commonly used for meringue is cream of tartar.
Oh, I love tartar sauce.
It's great in potato salad.
Well, I normally just use it for seafood. Especially fish. I like fish.
Fish!
Before you say cats like fish, I can assure you that's a coincidence. Maybe that's why they named famous cat after tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce is something completely unrelated. The name tartar in cream of tartar comes from potassium bitartrate, a potassium salt of tartaric acid, which...
Potassium is a funny word. It has a bad word in the middle, and I don't think I'm allowed to say that.
Oh shoot, you're right. I can tell that Proto is probably just so fucking sick and tired right now.
Pronounce podium.
Podium.
It sounds like potty.
Let's stop talking about potassium.
Okay.
Shut up!
Potty.
The egg's at soft peak right now. Do I keep going?
I usually whisk it until you can turn the bowl upside down. Without anything falling out, of course. That would just make a huge mess.
Sip peaks it is, then. Half a minute of electric mixer sounds later.
And it's ready now. So fast. Such is the power of technology. Now we put the foam in the batter and do the fold mixing thing again. We have to pour the egg foam into the batter, not the other way around. Otherwise it might mess up its consistency. I knew that. Oh, and you have to use this batter right away, or it'll go flat over time.
Okay, I'll go heat up the stove then. Anyways, how you holding up there, Proto? Frankly, I don't understand why anyone would not use a metric system.
It seems hard. Like something you do in a lab, not in a kitchen.
Kitchen is kind of like a lab if you think about it. Cooking is basically chemistry in its own way.
I don't really know the other steps because it's on a stove.
Okay, I'll take over then. Oh, right, we don't have the regular griddle right now. It was damaged in the fire. I'll
just have to make these in the pan. That's what Mama does. She has a really heavy black pan for these. I think it's called cat's iron pan? Cast iron. A cast iron pan? That's the one! Silly me. You're not cats. Oh, and she adds a ton of butter to it. We only have stainless steel pans right now, so butter would definitely help it not stick to the pan. That might not make it very smooth looking pancakes. Butter tends to make it look more bubbly. It'll still taste great. I'd eat a stick of butter by itself if I could.
Nico, are you okay? Well, we probably won't need that much butter for this batch.
Since I usually make pancakes on a big non-stick griddle, I might be a little rusty doing it the old-fashioned way.
Unlike this pan, which doesn't rust because it's made of steel. I'll start heating up the pan on medium heat with some butter. About 4 or 5 out of 9 on a standard stove. Maybe a couple minutes, and add a drop of water to the pan. If it sizzles, that means the pan is hot enough. See, even this game recommends that shit. That's nice. Then you lower the heat down a notch to around 3, and... How much batter does your mom normally use?
Let's see, around 1/3 of a cup?
Conversion data for pancake batter not found in database.
Enough batter to make a pancake about 4 inches across. So I'll end up with 5 or 6 pancakes.
Alright.
Make them bigger, but they'll be harder to flip.
Okay, first pancake down. Let's wait about 5 minutes for that to cook.
Then you can slide a spatula under it.
It feels solid enough to lift without collapsing. It's ready to flip, and... barely any color. I expected this.
First pancake is always ugly.
Flip it for 4 more minutes on the other side. Flip it, and done? See the other side too. I guess the pan isn't hot enough yet.
That's okay. I shall accept the ugly pancake as sacrifice.
Now to make the rest.
Let's add more butter between each pancake.
I'll crank the heat up a notch to 4 this time. Maybe this will help it brown better. I don't want to turn it up too high because it might burn.
Burn pancake!
They have a special fucking talk sprite for Nico just shoving the pancake into their face. That's great. Somebody posted a how-to guide for how to hug Nico, then a guide suggests to order a custom body pillow? I mean, I guess it works as long as it's not weird. Oh, this pancake turned out nicer. The pan is too hot now. If I add more butter, now it will explode. Scary. Guess butter is an emulsion of fat and water, both of which do not mix with each other. The explosions are caused by water rapidly turning into steam under high temperatures. That's why you don't put out a grease fire with water. I'll lower the heat back to 3 for now. Guess we can just adjust the heat as we cook the rest. And done. Hell no, buddy. I'm still here for some reason. Well, here we go.
Just about ready to put everything together?
Yep. Let me do it!
Okay, so we stack the pancakes and add a square of butter to it like this, and then... where's the syrup?
It's over here. Let's go.
Back in the danger zone.
It's starting to congeal, so I'm warming it back up. Caramel syrups tend to solidify after a while, especially in our case since it's not a true caramel, so it'll get gritty as it cools. Well, like a few minutes on the stove can't fix them. If you have to stir the entire time, or it might burn.
Yuck. Then we pour the warm, not burned syrup over the top, then sprinkle the candy hazelnuts on top of that. And done!
Ooh! Oh, that looks nice. Are they actually, like... They have fucking stand stats for this shit. Wait! No! It's a fucking Nico plush! That's great.
Normally I would eat the whole thing myself, but you guys work so hard on this. So we should all share.
I cannot eat.
Oh, right. Oh well, more for me.
I'll just eat the extra pancake that didn't fit the stack.
That's the sad one. Sad, lonely, undecorated. Never mind!
Professional at work.
Wanna eat the rest of these at a table? Yeah.
Alright, let's take a break from the kitchen. How you doing? Still here for some reason. Yay, everyone made it! Hey, Cat, indeed, I've slept long enough. The kingdom of heaven has long since forgotten my pancake cooking. Oh no, I completely forgot we were open early today. How long have you guys been waiting? 37 minutes and 48 seconds.
Oh, I just got here. Hi, Nico.
Hi, Lola.
Hi, Lamplighter Man.
I have a name.
What you guys doing back in the kitchen?
I was
Teaching Ling how to make pancakes. Doesn't Ling already know how to make pancakes? Not these special ones that my mama makes.
And thank you for sharing that with me. I learned a lot today. Here's the bait waiting to happen. Pancakes or waffles? Both good. There's your answer.
So the master has become the student.
Mostly about molecules, but I can see why you like these so much now. It's a very involved recipe. Almost more like a cake than a pancake.
What? That's so cool! He next me next! I get to go next!
Hey, you want to learn how to make these pancakes too? You might be a little too young. Even an older kid like Nico's scared of some parts.
I wasn't scared. It's self-defense. Like Kung Fu?
Huh?
Are you karate chopping all the pots and pans because you were scared? What? No! 'Cause I would!
Do you mean like self-preservation?
Yeah, that. I don't know that word. I just don't want to be near a hot stove. Especially not around sugar lava.
Exactly. I think it was just being responsible.
Can you eat the lava?! Absolutely do not eat the lava!
The responsible thing for me to do is to not let Alula anywhere near a stove. I'll teach you how to make these pancakes when you're little or a lot older, okay?
No, I want to teach you how to make my favorite food! It does not have lava.
Oh, in that case, sure.
Yay!
Guess it's open house day in the kitchen. What? Wait, hang on, wait, what's going on now? Wait, hang on! Wait, it's not over yet? There's a phase 2?! There's a phase 2?! There's a phase 2?!
Let's see, you got any bread?
Sure, but it's just pre-sliced, not the loaves you guys normally have.
That's even better. Now we don't have to cut it. Okay. Now you cook the bread on a pan over hot coals.
We have a toaster.
That's even better. Now get some yogurt and mix some salt and seasons.
Seasons? Like spring and summer?
Of course not, silly.
Winter it is?
That's not what I mean, and you know it.
I'm assuming you want sea moss salt. Got a shipment from the Glen a while ago. There's some garlic salt which tastes similar, but a lot stronger.
Give me the garlics. I don't get this much back home. Okay, mix the salt with the yogurt, then just spread this on the bread with a spoon. I like to rip up some fish into little pieces and put it on top. Smoked fish, not alive. Do you got any?
You have smoked salmon, will that work?
My favorite! I like to put some seeds on top of the fish to make it crunchy.
These artisanal toasted sesame seeds work? Yogurt and garlic salt on bread and fish! Let's not forget the fish!
I'll take it.
Okay, simpler recipe. Fish! Sesame seed inferior! So, Oh, you want to make something too? I was actually just gonna order my regular jug of coffee, but... breakfast won't hurt. Look at you! Eating! Food! Cover your eyes, kids. Or your parents might get mad. Oh! Oh no! The fact that the music is all distorted does not fill me with confidence. Step 1, toast a slice of bread. Step 2, cover it with butter, room temperature. Step 3, sprinkle instant coffee and sugar to taste. And done. It looks so depressing! It looks so sad! It tastes okay. This fucking music is killing me, dude! It's reminded me of, like, one video that I found, like, forever ago. Hang on. And that's breakfast. For lunch, I normally mix the instant coffee into some 3-minute noodles. The cup kind. You don't need to add the sugar. If I'm really in a rush, I just put a scoop of coffee into a bag of uncooked. I think you should leave the kitchen. I like how even Ling was just like, yeah, no, get the fuck out of my kitchen! Never cook again! Alright, onward and outward. No way! It's playing the waltz! Yes! Lula! Have you been here? Have you been here this whole time? Don't go running off like that, sheesh!
Sorry, I got hungry. Foraging food is easy in the city, though. That nice guy at the cafe feeds me for free because I'm very cute and also a baby.
Can't argue with that.
And he gives this guy here free food because he doesn't take care of himself despite being a grown-up and his house is probably really messy.
Hey!
Just saying.
Oh hey, what's with all the decorations? Is it someone's birthday? Did you just notice?
I guess you could call it a birthday. It's 10-year anniversary.
Anniversary of what? Someone's wedding?
I don't think anyone here is married. It's the anniversary of the original... Oh, right. You weren't around for that. That's okay, neither was I.
I was!
I think.
But our anniversary is... What grim reminders that we are inching another year closer to our inevitable demise. I wasn't around either. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I'm just here for emotional support. Thanks. A lot of us here got here pretty late, didn't we? Especially me. Hey, you really lost me there. Though it was 10 years ago. I think I can remember that far back. He doesn't. But I'm not gonna pass him an excuse to party. Hey! Hey! Anyway, it was all the booze. What a crowd! I'll say. Looks like we got a lot of cooking to do now, huh?
Oh, I'll help! We can make... more pancakes!
Pancakes?
Pancakes!
Count me in, you know I'm always up for some breakfast for dinner!
George, it's 8 in the morning. We're having breakfast for breakfast. Let me guess, you pulled in all-nighter on those manuscripts again.
You know it, babe. Breakfast for dinner, for breakfast.
For lunch! Because we already ate.
Pancakes.
That makes me nostalgic. Haven't seen them in a long time, have we? Yeah. What are you two whispering about? Just reminiscing.
Mika?
These must be important to you. Of course! This is my mama's special recipe. They're my favorite thing to eat ever.
Aw, how wonderful. You don't want to know how long these took to make, though. I was there.
That time is not wasted if you spent it on something you care about.
It's true. These pancakes turned out really good because we spent a lot of time on them. Sick!
They won't make you sick, unless you eat 100 of them.
3,500 grams.
Ooh, that sounds amazing. Eating 100 pancakes?
If they're as good as you say, we just might.
Collectively. I can't eat 100 pancakes by myself.
That's quitter talk! Speaking of whom, Lapman! I have a name. You're not gonna bail on us again, are ya? I was just gonna go back to work, but I guess I'm staying, so it'd be super awkward if I left now. Yeah, sure, I'll stay.
I can go for second breakfast! I'm a growing baby bird and my body demands nutrients.
Nutrients, but it's mostly just sugar. That's party, so who cares? Sugar's a nutrient, technically.
That means we get to eat as much as we want!
Ah, that's the spirit. Spirit? There's no spirit, eh? I'm talking about booze. Magpie. We just said it's like 8 in the morning. What? I'm not getting much, just a shot. Just one. One shot. Well, I guess we're getting lore that Magpie is probably an alcoholic. Breakfast normally takes 30 minutes or even an hour. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun video to record, I will say that.
I don't think this is the right establishment for booze.
What? Fuck you! 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 God damn it! Roll credits!
Perhaps right, we just have breakfast foods here mostly. Wait, hundreds of pancakes coming up! Or however many orders we get. Let's not keep everyone waiting.
Okay, I'll go back to work then. See you in a bit.
Hey, I said I want to help! Don't start without me!
I wanted to say hi to everyone.
Won't ya?
Ah! 10th anniversary. Thank you for playing.